Hello, everyone. Well, here we are. We made it all the way to episode 20, season 7, episode 20. I am very excited for this. I don't think we're gonna get to nationals yet, or sorry, Dance Mania yet, but I think we're gonna get pretty close. I did want to mention something from last video. I was watching back my reaction. Yesterday's episode was all about Summer deciding whether or not to go to re-audition for Dance Mania or to like stay with B Troop. And I first thought it would be really shitty of her to leave B Troop and go to the Dance Mania audition, because I thought if she left, then like none of them could compete at nationals. Like that was just, like I thought if one person leaves the team, then you're screwed, you're just like disqualified. But I don't think that's the case. It seems like they're just gonna find a replacement for her. Like they just really wanted her to stay because she was a great leader for the team. That whole episode happened, and at one point Nick was like telling Cleo like, oh, like, isn't it so great that she got a Dance Mania audition, but she turned it down because she wanted to go to nationals or whatever. He was saying this to Cleo. And she was like, wait, what? And then I was like, wouldn't she be devastated to hear that? But I guess not, because realistically, it's just, if Summer wants to do that, they can still compete at nationals. So I just didn't understand that. I wasn't thinking, oh, she'll just be replaced if she leaves. I was thinking like she either stays with the team so that they can compete, or she leaves the team and then they can't compete at all. Like that's what I thought it was. I just wanted to clarify that before we moved on. But we are currently on day 7 of the unboxing for the body shop. So watch that right now. Hello. I'm working with pillows here, so bear with me. Day 7. We're flying through these days. Also, this onesie I just got from Roots, and it is the most comfortable thing. I've been living in it the last well, just today really. Festive Berry Softening Body Butter. Ooh, oh my god, that smells really, really great. It's like candy almost. Okay, I'm gonna see what it is before I read the sheet. Oh dang! Cookie batter. Look at that. Oh crap. There's like little sprinkles in these cute jars, which I could keep after. That's amazing. Some icing, some red icing, and these little stamps. And of course the dough. Nice. Holiday baking. Feed your body and soul with some delicious baked goods, or at least try your best. That's funny. I love how they assume they're like, you don't have to be that good at it. Thank you, Body Shop. This is great. I'm very excited to bake some cookies. I might do that right now. Back to the video. Welcome back. Did you enjoy what was inside the box? Sobble, what are you doing? Also, you'll probably notice my shirt has a bit of profanity on it, because this shirt was gifted to me from Brennan. This was on his new show. He has a new show coming out on Netflix. Sorry, it is out on Netflix currently right now. It is on Netflix. It is called Tiny Pretty Things, and I think you should all go binge it right now because you won't be able to stop watching it. It's like a full murder mystery / power struggle with a lot of sexual tension, and there's so many great things and a lot of really evil characters that also are understandably evil, I guess you could say. It's a great show. Just go watch it. There's a lot of beautiful dance in there. They're all professional ballerinas. So that's also really cool to see. And if you like watching The Next Step, you'll love watching Tiny Pretty Things. So watch it. Brennan plays Shane on that show. And anyways, the whole point of this shirt is, this is one of Shane's lines on the show. I'm not gonna say the context of it because I want you to watch it and try and spot it. And then if you do spot it, tag Brennan and post it, because he'll love to see that. He made these shirts for a wrap gift for all of the cast, and he got me one. He got me and Ben one because I actually helped him with his self-tape for that audition. So that was really nice, and so I'm wearing it in support of Tiny Pretty Things and of Brennan. Watch the show, and you'll be saying, Lori, in no time. All right, let's watch a kids show, shall we? This is episode 20, Dance Dance Resurrection. A-Troop reels from the news that they've lost their best dancer and turn to a familiar face to replace them. I was right! Last episode I made a prediction after Rochelle was like, I just want to be a soloist again. My prediction was from last episode, during my final thoughts, I said that Rochelle is gonna leave them hanging and then Summer's gonna replace her. That's what's gonna happen, and I feel like that's what's actually gonna happen.
Previously on The Next Step.
Rochelle was supposed to be here to help me work on dances for the resurrection round, but she texted and said she'd be an hour late.
Because she's thinking things over. She's gonna be like, guys, I'm not coming. I mean, I'm reacting to what my prediction is and not what's actually happening, so I have to keep that in mind. But I have a theory that she's about to show up, or that someone else is going to show up and be like, she's not coming. Oh, she can't do the exact same thing that Summer did to the team. And, like, if that's the case, then she can't be mad at Summer for having done that in the first place.
Doesn't she know that Dance Mania is right around the corner?
They just launched right into it. She's auditioning as a soloist. So she's not only abandoning the team, she's doing exactly what Summer did. Like, the exact same thing. Not even, like, a little bit different. It's exactly the same. How does Rochelle have any morals or, like, any respect for herself if she's gonna, like, essentially shit on Summer for doing something that betrays the whole team and then be like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. This whole season seemed to be really, like, about the team until this point. I know that's kind of Rochelle's style, is like, if it benefits her in the moment, then she'll do it.
I know I've taken a huge risk coming here, and HU may never forgive me. But this is my chance to become a professional soloist.
You know what? This might be a contradictory opinion or a unpopular opinion, whatever. I have a little bit of respect in a way because she's at least owning what she's doing. She's like, I'm betraying the team right now and I'm hurting them. It is on me. I am making that choice. So, like, I still have some respect for her in that regard because she's like, I've been doing this whole team thing for so many years. I got to take this opportunity for myself. Is it that if you compete at Dance Mania as a team once, that you can't then compete as a soloist the next year? Like, if that's the case, then I understand why she's doing this. But if she could have competed with the team and then as a soloist the following year, but again, yeah, I guess not, because it's like you wouldn't bring back an alumni dancer. You want to showcase new dancers. You don't want to bring back the old dancers. So yeah, I guess she really is taking her last shot at this.
Ever the weather, my shorts are better than ever. And let's go jump in the water, even though it's December. I'm doing.
I still love.
Dude, she's gonna get in. She's gonna be the soloist over Summer. And then Summer is gonna feel betrayed by Rochelle. The whole team's gonna feel betrayed by Rochelle. And then Summer is gonna take Rochelle's spot in the group dance.
This was supposed to be my victory lap. And if I can compete on Dance Mania as a soloist, then it still can be.
Again, she's owning up to it. She's like, this is my dream, to be a soloist. Being a soloist is what I want to do. It's a selfish choice, but she's not blaming it on other people. So in a way, I respect her for it, but I still think that it was shady.
I've been thinking about Michelle's offer a lot, but I have to talk to Nick about it, and I have to find the right time.
Oh, so she's gonna try and, like, talk to him about it. Oh no. Oh, I feel like Nick's gonna be so heartbroken because he's in love with her. Yeah, you really thought I was gonna give that up? No.
What are you doing?
I'm setting reminders for everything that happens between now until the end of Dance Mania, including when to wake up every morning.
Is she Riley's doppelganger or is she Riley's doppelganger? This exact scene happened between Riley and James before every big event at the studio. When James had to go to the UK, Riley was like, I planned your whole itinerary for you, all of the tube stations that you can stop at. But, like, exactly the same thing here. Piper's giving Finn all of these details and, like, trying to remind him and getting him to be on time. She is so much like Riley. It's so funny.
We needed to fill our solo position as soon as possible, and it turns out that the first person we saw was a perfect candidate.
Wait a minute. Rochelle is the Dance Mania soloist?
I totally called this. I know I gave a variety of different... Oh, I just realized this light was on. I know I gave, like, a variety of different scenarios, but I knew that Rochelle was going to somehow try and get a solo in some sort of form, and that she was going to betray the team by doing it. And that's 100% what's happening.
5 minutes later.
I'm back. I just got a coffee, and while I was getting a coffee, my fire alarm went off. They're testing it right now. They sometimes do this with no warning. So I'm gonna barrel through and try and get through this episode, but every so often if it goes off, I'll have to stop and, like, go back. So if you might hear it, is what I'm saying.
That's amazing.
I don't believe it.
Of course.
No.
No, I totally understand.
Crying out loud.
You know what? Just call me back, okay?
I love this. They're both having two vastly different conversations. I feel like Emily's probably talking to Michelle about, like, getting a producer on board or something. Meanwhile, Nick is talking about, obviously, Rochelle.
All right, well, call me back. Rochelle got the solo.
Oh, they're talking about the same thing? And Emily's pumped about it. Really? They seem to be very okay. Well, not Nick, clearly, but Emily seems to be very okay with a team member going behind their backs and backstabbing the entire team. That was always a big no-no when, like, Miss Kate was studio head. But I guess Emily is very much like that. She's like, do what's best for yourself, for your career. I don't know. We'll see.
No, we can't tell A-Troop. They won't notice if she's missing, will they? Of course they won't. She's tiny. It'll be fine.
Okay. They won't know if she's missing, will they? Of course they won't. She's tiny. Okay. Nick is hilarious. I want to know if that was the actor's improv or if that was in the script and he just did a phenomenal read of it.
Of course, we're gonna tell A-Troop. We're gonna go out there, gently explain what happened, and then calmly figure out what to do next.
See, Emily, I agree with. She's like, clearly we can't change what's happened. I'm happy for Rochelle because it's one of my dancers is getting a shot at something big, and that's huge for us and for her. But it does suck for the rest of the team. However, that doesn't mean that we can't figure out a solution here. It doesn't mean that we can't compete as a group. We're still in Dance Mania. We just have to find a replacement for her, and it's not a problem.
Do you know how many times we've been without a dancer and an alternate? I'm not really sure why that keeps happening to us, but what I do know is
I'm not really sure why. It's so true. It keeps happening. I said this last episode. It's like a consistent thing in the next step where, like, they're constantly, because you don't, can I be completely honest, it's because you don't have complete control over your dancers. Emily doesn't really have that much control over her dancers. Why?
We have now completed the test of your fire alarm system.
Thank you.
It's clear to me I would be lost without Emily.
Oh, every time this happens where Emily, like, comes to the rescue in some form or another, Nick always has a talking head that is like, damn, I would be lost without Emily. And it's heartbreaking. And also, too, whenever he's by himself, he usually, and he, like, has to make a big decision or something, he's usually kind of overwhelmed and, like, flustered about it. So I thought you said it was done!
The fire alarm test is now complete. Treat all alarms as normal.
You just said this!
Emily has a good head on her shoulders. She's going to clearly and calmly tell the team what's going on.
everyone,
I feel like Nick's gonna bombard her and be like, Rochelle's gone!
I need your full attention.
Everyone, Rochelle's gone!
Oh my god, how did I guess that perfectly? It's because they set it up in the talking head. You can usually tell what's gonna happen because they set up the humor so that he can be like, Rochelle's gone! How did I guess everything? The inflection of his voice, the panic that he has while saying it. See, me and Nick, we're just like this now.
You know, Rochelle's always been about the team first.
Won't believe.
Has she though? When it's convenient for her, which it means that she's not about the team.
She was supposed to help save the team, not ruin it.
Nick's face. Look at his face. He looks like he's gonna vomit.
So while you guys figure out the dance, Nick and I are gonna figure out the logistics, okay?
Yeah, see, that's the one thing about Emily that's pretty great, is that she, in a panicked situation or when things are going terribly wrong or like it feels like there's really only problems in front of you, she's able to find the solutions.
I still can't believe that happened. I mean...
Yeah, it sucks that she can't even get an opportunity to audition. That's happened to me before where, like, you just happen to have an audition later in the day and they see someone the day before you, let's say, that they loved for the role, and it's a small role. They don't really need to go look extensively for it, and so they just book that person and they cancel all the rest of the auditions. Where I literally will have prepped an audition and then get an email that morning being like, just kidding, it's canceled, they cast someone already. And you're like, great.
She got the solo spot and I didn't. I mean, there's gonna be so many more things for...
Yeah, see, Cleo's talking some sense into her. She put so much into this one audition. That's another thing that these characters do. They have to keep the drama up. But, like, just because you don't get this one opportunity doesn't mean that you're never going to get another opportunity again. Or just because your friend got this opportunity over you does not mean that you are not, you know, worthy of an opportunity like that.
Like nationals, okay? winning that is gonna be... Right now, I just need some time to process because I couldn't care less about now.
She's just completely derailing what Cleo's saying. Cleo's trying to make you feel better and you're not even listening to her.
Nationals.
And she just said she doesn't care and she couldn't care less about nationals. You were so pumped about it before. And now all of a sudden you got a taste of something potentially better for yourself and you're like, screw you guys. I'm better than that. Get out of here, Summer. Oh man, she just has these little moments of where I'm like on her side and then she always manages to revert back. I mean, change is a slow process. I get that, so whatever.
We're trying to figure out what to do now that Rochelle bailed on the team.
Wait, do they even need a replacement for Rochelle? Like, it seems like it's literally like days before they're leaving, so probably not. So they probably do need someone to replace Rochelle because it's too late to like change choreo and stuff. Actually, you know what? It would probably be easier for them to just rejig the formations.
I know I wouldn't want to be kicked off the dance if my partner wasn't there.
At this rate, we'll be lucky if we even get to the...
Oh, because they're all partners in the routine. And yeah, so they don't want to like... They're like, what if we just take both of them out so that we can keep it the same? Yeah, they do have to rejig everything. Wow, that's shitty of Rochelle, dude.
You and Finn keep working at those dance styles and just knock them out the park, and the rest of us, we can try and figure out how to make this 10-person dance a 9-person dance.
Why isn't someone just thinking, why don't we just fill in someone else? Like, I'm assuming they don't know that Summer's not going to nationals, though. So that's the question is, like, who would fill in? So that's probably what it is. They don't have anyone else to fill in for Rochelle, so they're just like, we gotta re-choreograph.
Why don't we just continue to do this dance as 10 people?
Yeah, we need to find someone and we need to find someone fast.
Oh, what I just said. That's what they're thinking. Okay.
Let's just take it from the top.
I was gonna go home, but...
Hey, when the war is over. That was Riley's solo. That's something else I've realized they didn't get to do this season. I guess they didn't have the time to do it. But they don't have any new music, really. They're reusing a lot of the music from past seasons.
If I can't do my solo for the Dance Mania judges, I'll do it for myself.
See, what she's doing right now, she's performing a solo for herself to work through her confidence and trying to rebuild that in Studio B, or 1, or whatever it's called. She should have just done this when she wanted to regain her confidence the first time.
I messed up my first chance by bailing on A Troop, but I missed my second chance because of Rochelle.
But you know what? It's kind of karma because you screwed over the team. And then Rochelle is like, I mean, obviously Rochelle shouldn't have went behind the team's back, but like, it's karma. Someone screwed over your chances of getting your second opportunity to audition. Because in a way, karma was biting you in the ass because you screwed over your team.
You guys think she'll say yes?
We have nothing to lose.
It's the right choice.
I think we all know what we have to do.
Let's do it then.
They're gonna go ask Cleo and then Summer's gonna feel betrayed again. Maybe that's what it's gonna be? I should just watch before. I'm always making these predictions. Oh yeah, I did that solo on point shoes. Dude, that was a hard solo to do. And then Emily comes in and I cry because it was after I just saw James and Beth kiss. Now it's all coming back to me.
Summer has such an amazing presence and light when she's on stage.
And yeah, she betrayed the rest of us and like really went behind our backs, even though we were just trying to be honest with her, but we're screwed without it, so we gotta go to someone, you know? Imagine she just said it like that.
I wanted to go to Dance Mania more than anything, but I'm committed to B Troop, and they've been so supportive of me. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, right, so now it's another decision between B Troop and A Troop. Which one does she pick? Wow, this girl's constantly just needing to make choices all the time.
So you're ditching B Troop. What about nationals?
You knew there was a chance I could go to Dance Mania in the first place.
Yeah, as a soloist. Dancing with A Troop was never part of the deal.
What's the difference? What's the difference? She wants to go to Dance Mania. They told her, go to Dance Mania, do it. But now that she's going to A Troop to do the exact same thing, just with a group, And it's not even like she has to audition. She just has this opportunity. Now you're not going to be supportive of her? Why are you taking such a strong stance on this? It's just so... It's, again, maybe because Cleo thought if she just auditions, there's a chance she won't get in. And at least we'll be supportive of her so then she can come back and be with us. So I guess, yeah, she was kind of holding out hope for her not to win that audition then. Because if she won that audition, then she would go to Dance Mania. But as a soloist, what is the difference between a soloist or a group? You're still doing the same thing. You're still not being a part of a B Troop.
Going to Dance Mania to prove something to yourself is one thing, but going to dance with another team, that's betrayal.
But they were her first team. And you're all the team. This is another thing. The next step is so divided between A Troop and B Troop, and now that B Troop has more kind of power this season, really, because they're going to nationals, there's this like, I mean, it seems more so like B Troop hates A Troop, probably because A Troop looks down on B Troop. Like there's literally like this elitist class system that goes on between the two of them, which is why Cleo feels so butthurt that she's not coming with them. It's not another team, it's the same team. And she gets to do what she wants. Cleo, come on.
It's not just a tour, it's...
You're leaving?
I'm thinking about it. You want me to buy into the next step?
50-50, you and me.
He wants to keep her so bad. Aww.
Lee is invaluable at the next step. I gave her a counteroffer because I need her here.
Because he loves her. Because he wants to marry her.
Just think it over.
They keep leaving it on these cliffhangers. It's bothering me. I just want her to make the decision.
I'll turn it on silent. No more distractions.
Right, and then he's gonna miss something. He's gonna miss he's gonna like almost miss the flight.
Learning all these dance styles is so exhausting.
He's gonna fall asleep, not learn them all, be late for the flight.
Finn, where are you? We just went through security. Call me.
They left it on the cliffhanger that Finn is gonna be late. Knew it. Final thoughts. Yeah, Finn's either gonna miss the flight or he's gonna just make it. Like so that's gonna be his adventure for the next episode, is like trying to make it in time. They're all gonna be at Dance Mania and he's gonna be trying to catch a later flight. He's gonna make it just in time for the performance, and if he doesn't, then the next step's gonna be disqualified or something like that. Yeah, Cleo, I think, is gonna try and plot against them winning. Like she's maybe gonna try and help Rochelle win Dance Mania over the team, maybe, because she's really butthurt about it and she's gonna revert back to her revenge-taking ways. And then, yeah, Emily's big decision. I still really don't know. That's the only decision where I'm not actually sure about, because either something's gonna happen or like someone's gonna convince her in like the later episodes of this or something that she needs to, like, you know, take on this new opportunity instead of staying with the next step, because she's done the next step. She's technically owned the studio already, but by Nick offering her that stake, she can actually make money now. I'm wondering if we're gonna see B Troop perform at Nationals. Do we get to see that or no? Because there's only 4 episodes left and it feels like there's a lot of juicy stuff. I mean, maybe they might do Dance Mania like round 1 or something, like the first chunk of Dance Mania, and then they might do Nationals for episode 22, maybe. And then we won't find out until episode 24 whether or not both of them win. Maybe that's what it's gonna be. They're gonna go like back and forth between the 2 plot lines and you're gonna just like find out at the end or something. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's the day, bye!